live with StineItch once again. We just got 2 minutes before we start this game. We're back again. Last night we announced our candidacy for President of the United States, and that went all very, very well. Looks like we're definitely in the running. And, as we showed last night, I can definitely do that job and win that election, which is pretty cool. What else? We still have to. I've got my gaffers are late tonight. I've got 5 gaffers that work here in the Twitch studio with me, and plus my assistant director Paul, and they're kind of late tonight. So I'm handling the lights, I'm handling the sound, doing basically everything. It's just taking a few more minutes to get us all set up here to start the game. There's 27 seconds left before we start. And I'm going to try to keep it a little less controversial tonight. Ooh, we got a lot of viewers out there, 1,600. It's good to be playing in front of such a large crowd. And without any more to do, or should I say without any more to do, let's just start. Could be fun. Okay, and just checking here, we got the gameplay there, and it's already time to play the game. Let's go. Here we are. And we're going to play. Ooh, well, that guy canceled out of that. It just took like 10 extra seconds, but people are very impatient. Here we go. Okay, now we got white. We're going to play King's Gambit here. Might not look like a King's Gambit, but it is, because it's basically all I play. Like right there, you see? That's the King's Gambit. Move the pawn out there. And, we might give up a pawn here, but that's the whole idea of the gambit, right? So let's see what happens here. At this point, it might be worth trying to hold on to that pawn for just a little bit. Why not? If I block that out, he'll take me. I don't know. Maybe I'll just bring this back. Wasn't thinking about that. Should have brought that bishop there because he's already castled and brought his rook over there to the king file really quickly. But, we got a lot of time. Lost a bit of a tempo there and everything, but sometimes that's actually helpful. Yeah, it's not too good to develop too quickly. The initial position is actually a very strong position. The further you get away from that, sometimes the worse it is. Like right now, this looks pretty strong. I can't really imagine how I would improve the white position defensively right now. We're doing okay on the clock. Okay, if he wants to double my pawns up over there, that'll be quite all right with me. That was interesting. Okay, we better... We could just take that thing. We'll see what happens here. It's kind of an aggressive move to move the pawn out there like that and against his queen. He went ahead and covered that. I I kind of think it looks like this thing's going to get trapped. Is that bishop going to get trapped? No, he brought his queen back there to keep covering this pawn, but the queen also blocks the bishop's retreat. Okay, that helps the bishop's retreat, and I'm going to have to defend this bishop for the second. Oh, I screwed up there, didn't I? Oh, man. I wasn't thinking very well. This is crazy. I think I'm down a whole piece, or no, I'm down an entire rook. It's not too great. Yeah, there's a possibility I can still pull this out, but kind of a small one. Yeah, things are not looking up very much here. Well, so far so good, as they say. We're just sort of hoping for a horrible mistake by black. It's the only way we can win this is a really, really, really horrible mistake. Which sometimes happens. It wouldn't be the first time that horrible, horrible, horrible mistake got made by a black player of the black pieces. Oh my. This is a big move right now. I'm going to go here and see what happens. I'm going to resign. I really made a horrible blunder there in the beginning. Okay, that was actually a pretty good game. I wouldn't complain too much about the whole game except for that one blunder. I'll try to do the next game without any blunders. I always say if I don't blunder, if I don't make mistakes, I can win a lot of games. It's just a matter of not making those mistakes. You have to protect this pawn here because the knight now is pinned. And we'll see what happens here. He can win this pawn. It could be a little bit complicated for him, but I'm just going to castle on this queen side like really quick because this pawn was very weak. And if he castles king side, I'll do like a big pawn advance over there. I'd like to advance this pawn now and against his. I'm going to do that. I'm going to see if I can get some sort of interesting play here based on the fact, of this rook coming against his queen. And it doesn't look too bad. His queen doesn't really have anywhere to go off in this line. He can interpose a bishop. But then I can take here. Oh, wow. If I take here, he retakes and attacks my queen. If I come over there, he gets his queen out of danger. If I come over here, I can get his rook. See, because I got the open attack against his queen. So that was just a matter of getting the discovery set up and then finding a place to move the... Now that doesn't win the game by any means, but kind of helps. Now here I'm setting up to win another piece. If I move this up here, okay, I'm going to develop another piece here. Don't know what to do here. I'm just going to move a pawn. I don't want to waste a lot of time on the clock. After I wasted a lot of time already. Don't know what he's doing. Why doesn't he just take that pawn? I don't know. But if he's going to spend more time thinking about it, I'll just try to defend that pawn with this. If I can defend this pawn with this pawn, I think I'll have a really strong game. I don't know why he's not taking that pawn. I think that kind of buttresses my center very well. I can't take that knight, obviously, because then pawn is pinned. He'll take my queen. I can displace that thing there. Oh my, that was a good move. He's gonna put me in check. I really made some mistakes here. Okay, I've got a rook and two bishops. Really in bad shape here. Maybe just try to run down the clock. There he's coming out to... Yeah, the only thing I can hope for now is if he blunders, like really bad. It would have to be a really bad blunder, though. Totally bad. He's got a million pawns, too, it looks like. He's got all these pawns on this side. Pawns over there on that other side. And he's really good on the clock, too. If you look at the clock, he's doing very well in every aspect. Things are not looking up at all. I wish I could figure something out here. Can you mate a person with just 2 bishops? Would be something. Trappist queen, maybe? The only thing I can hope for right now is that his modem breaks, and that's possible. Every once in a while, a modem will break. I'm kind of like running out of moves here. I need to keep my king and my bishops kind of close together. Checkmate. Wow. Wasn't too great. We got to do a better game than that. Okay, if you look at the brain waves, the green one's on top. When the green wave is on top, I can usually win. So the green one is the beta wave. I just saw it up on top, and then I saw the delta wave on top of that. That bodes very, very well. This could be my big breakthrough tonight. To win this one. And everything's going good so far. Guess we'll castle over here, kingside. Just like he did. Guess I'll develop another knight. And I don't want to trade queens. I like to have my queen. So I keep this pawn here so he can't take with this pawn. That opens up this too. That bishop develops and makes his queen move somewhere where maybe she doesn't want to move. Who knows? That's an interesting move. I think it's good to weaken this pawn right here. That pawn is already quite weak. See, now this knight can come in here if he just tries to drive him away. And if he doesn't try to drive him away, I intend to bring this pawn up to protect this one. Now he can drive that knight back to here. But then he can be redeployed to here and then up to here. So it's not too bad, really. Kind of thought he would do that, and I was already thinking about that. And this deployment up to here. See, I didn't like this queen in the line of this rook, so I brought it out over here, maybe getting a temple because I'm attacking this pawn. And then, attacking these things on the back rank too. So he'll probably move that pawn up to here, for example. But if he does that, I take this with my knight. It's a pretty strong move, I think. And then I can bring this knight up to here with a attack onto here. Seems like the position is not too bad. I have to bring it up into here. See, he was going to fork me here too. And if he had forked me here, I could have just taken this pawn. If he takes there, I would have taken his bishop. But at this point, this one's pretty nicely placed. Now I can come up here, but that would just kind of put me into a bad square. This at least gives some lines on his king. I don't see how to really capitalize that. Oh, this thing can come, this knight can come up right up into here with a powerful fork. You see, he moved back. But that would have been interesting. Okay, this rook comes against here. Okay, just to save that rook against that knight. And in the next move, I can attack that knight. Or no, I can't. I can attack that knight with my... I could have taken the pawn too, but I didn't really see that would be a lot to my advantage. Maybe it was, but... I could win 2 pawns plus in exchange, I think. Maybe that would be good. Because I fork his... I get the 2 pawns and I also fork his queen and rook. I think that's not a bad trade. Can I put him in check? No, the queen's only got this one place to go. Oh, I don't get that fork now because he takes my queen. We trade queens there. And I get the 2 pawns still, though. With a temple on his rook. That's all I get. That's all I got with that. But I didn't really get 2 pawns either because I left this one really bad. May as well just take it because he doesn't have a lot of places to go. The only thing I got onto my advantage right now is the clock. And that's not a really big advantage either. I'm going to get these things. I don't want to lose that pawn right there. I'm going to lose that other pawn over there, but that's not the worst thing in the world. I wanted to block that bishop in. The knight attacks that. I'm just trying to gain some time on the clock. And of course I can't take that. Because he would checkmate me down here. Very if I give myself a flight square, then I don't have to worry about that checkmate anymore. And I can move this rook off the back rank. Now I can take that knight with this rook, and this rook will stay on the back rank. All right, he's got 25 seconds left, and I just did that. I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just trying to run down the clock in the worst way. I could have got a fork there, but when he trades my rook, wouldn't have been good. And that's what I said about getting a flight square. That was very important. Now he's only got 3 more seconds left. I gotta do something kind of smart here. There. And that was one reason I moved that knight up there, just to get that check on the king. And that's basically what saved me right at the end, because he was just doing the auto moves, and he was going to bring this pawn up and get a queen. And he maybe had auto moved it because he only had like 1/100th of a second. And then when I checked his king, that put an end to his auto moves. So finally we won one. I think the tides are turning now. Look at that green beta wave now. Look at it right up here, really high up above there. Every time it's really high up there like that, I win. So I don't have hardly any qualms at all going into this game. I almost for sure got this in the bag just simply because of that really strong beta wave. And I just got to make sure I don't run the clock down too much. This is an interesting game. That knight seems to be pretty well protected out there. Looks like my troubles are kind of over. I'm going to put the question to that bishop. I have to kind of develop, and if he takes me, I take him with a pretty good development. His queen really can't move. Would be good if I can figure out something kind of tricky now. If I come over here now. I think the best thing I can do is just bring this knight up here. And you see what's going to happen now. He comes up there. I take him with that knight. That's why I moved that knight there, because I kind of saw those things happening. I was able to win a pawn. And I'm going to I actually could castle right now. I mean, I could take this pawn. And he can't put me in check now. I'm going to come back here because he's if he comes over here, I have to move that queen anyway. Okay, I'm gonna defy those two pawns. Like he's gonna come down really strong with those things, but I don't think they're going to. Ooh, well, that could cause me a little bit more problems. That rook there doesn't look too great. Okay. This is going to be interesting. If he brought his queen here, yeah, I thought he might do that. He protected that pawn, but he kind of jimmied up these two pawns. They're kind of hard to advance with the queen nestled between them like that. And this rook is also stymied, sitting in front of this pawn, and I'm developed this rook against this pawn. Now this, I want to double the rooks against here, and also this rook against the queen, so he can't move that pawn up. So I'll take his queen. So things are looking okay right now. If I moved up here, it would be, it might be actually a good move. Why don't I just do that? He can't take me, he's pinned. And then when I take him, I get an attack. That's what I was saying, he's pinned. It was, okay, now I have to take him with something, I don't know. Maybe take with the king? Don't know. It looks like I kind of won this game. Because you see, you see the green wave right there? You see the green wave right up there on the top? It's still there. It's been there the whole game. And like I said, I don't have any qualm going into a game when I have a really strong beta wave like that. That's how the brainwaves help, to win games. I'm sure I wouldn't be able to, they wouldn't allow me in a chess tournament with the brainwaves. But as far as I know, it's not illegal to play online like this with them. Of course, it is a huge advantage because as long as I maintain that green beta wave on top, I'm basically just going to win every game. I have to concentrate on keeping that beta wave up there. It's dropping a little bit. Okay, I do a little breathing. There, it's going back up. Concentration, keep it up there. As long as it stays up, I'll do okay. Yes, and that was nice. Let's try another one. While we're ahead, we're just doing fine. The green wave is still up there. The green line is still up there. The green waves. Playing another King's Gambit. I'm playing this King's Gambit with a rocking podium. This is with a real rocking podium. Yeah, I have my mouse on a podium and it's really rocking. Oh, you see something happen there. The green wave suddenly. I shouldn't lose my calm though, just because I lost the green wave. I need to learn not to let that affect me too much. Now I'm going to keep protecting that. Because I don't want to double my pawns. All I can do is that, and the knight protects this pawn against the queen, and also Well, you see how the red wave went way up? That's the delta wave. Goes really, really way up when something fortunate happens like that. Um, don't think my opponent resigned. We can look at the analysis board. I don't think that he or she resigned because of a really bad position. I think maybe got a phone call or his or her modem broke. Who knows? But look, when you see a graph like that with not a lot of ups and downs, both sides were playing very well. A couple of inaccuracies, which don't really mean too much. You can have inaccuracies, and you're not really going to lose very much with those. No mistakes, no blunders on either side. So that was a good game on both sides. Okay, I think we'll do one more. Um, wow, we got 2,300 viewers. Don't really want to quit with that many. So we'll play one more. Even though in this part of the world where I am, it's basically late right now. I should be getting to bed. But play one more by popular demand. If I got more than 2,000 viewers, 2,154. If I got more than 2,000 viewers, it's like kind of hard just to stop. Does he know what I'm doing? I don't know what I'm doing, but does he know what I'm doing? That's what I would like to know. Now, if that pawn advances, now that's interesting. So usually we take with that pawn, but suppose I take with this just to do something different. Just suppose I do that. He comes up there. I go here. My whole idea is to advance this pawn up. And if I move this pawn up in my next move, he's gonna have a little trouble there. I'm gonna take that. Should I castle on that side? I think so. I kind of have to. The queen was going to come up and get a really nasty check on me there. With the knight position there, it would have been pretty bad. That's not so much better. But if I bring him here, at least the knight can't come into here so easily. Even though I got the queen protecting that too. But it's not bad to have the king in a defensive position. And he is behind these two pawns on the diagonal. So. Oh, and he castled on that side. So I'm just going to kind of go for broke here. The knight's going to get forced out. I don't have to worry too much. Spoke too soon. The queen's going to come there. I'm going to come down. I'm going to just see if this works. I might get myself checkmated really fast here, but I have to bring this queen over if his queen comes up. It won't be the worst thing in the world. Maybe I should just bring that queen over there right now. I gotta do it. To protect that pawn and also to prevent the queen from coming up. Now I'm going to take this knight because the knight's attacking this and then advance this. Getting an attack on this knight through the bishop. Okay, I got to force that green line up. Concentrate on the green line. A little bit of breathing. Can't get the beta wave on top. I might be able to win the game anyway without the beta wave, but we'll see. I mean, that's what I'm going to do is take the knight. Unless he moves it, then I'll just move that up. But that's my whole idea, is to take the knight that's after this pawn, move this pawn up. Oh, see, now that was good. He blocked that out of there. Okay, so now I got to do another thing. I got to bring this. This was kind of a weak square. And the white bishop comes to the rescue. I got to develop my other pieces. Maybe I got to develop this here and then over to here. Oh, that was nice. That's not bad for me, I think. Because, see, the queen can take right there. Okay. I got to watch the clock. I'm just developing here now. Where is he going to go? That was a successful move in the sense of at least making him think a lot. Okay, now my king is in big danger. What can I do? I got to keep his queen from encroaching. This is a very, very, very risky move because I got to get my queen out of there. The most important thing is not to lose my queen. My queen was going to get... well... Okay, if he's not careful here... I want to bring my king over to here and then take this pawn with my knight and get the famous king and queen fork. I don't know. I have to protect my queen against a dastardly attack against my king, and then his queen comes across. I might get checkmated here, but I'm hoping I'm going to be able to bring the king here and then down to here. And then maybe the bishop back to here. The knight is fortified. The queen can't come here. I really don't know what I'm doing here, but he can put me in check here. That was pretty bad. That was awfully dastardly of him. Oh no. Look at that. Look at the clock. But I'm attacking his queen too. Oh, that was not good. I gotta get the king to safety. $36 on the clock. This is incredibly weird game. I thought he might do that. Ooh, I ran out of time. Well, that was fun. Just couldn't get that green line up there again. We had the beta line on top and won very easily that one game, and then couldn't. As much as I concentrated, it wasn't possible to get the green line back up on top. But I'll keep practicing, and who knows? Maybe tomorrow we'll get that up there and just start winning one after another nonstop. All right. Well, okay, 1,695 viewers. Even though I've got quite a few people, and I'm glad that you're all here. I guess we'll have to call it a night because it is pretty late here where I am. Wow. Okay, so see you guys around. Bye bye.